Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm going to do is we're going to continue on our E minor slash G pentatonic scale with the boxes. Today we're going to do box number 3, and I'll show you a little lick that will bleed all 3 boxes in together into one.
We'll see, bitch.
So let's do a quick recap. So the first box, if you remember, that's the first box. Second box, so remember the key of E minor and the key of G, it's the same note, it's just done in a different order, so just to get that tone. So obviously E minor, you started on the E and you finish on the G, that then leads it into the next box. The G pentatonic scale starts on the G and finishes on the A, and likewise it keeps leapfrogging. That's how they blend nicely all together. So this one finishes on an A, so then the third box actually starts on an A, so that's how it all flows together nice and tight. So let's do the third box. So the third box is really good for your hands. For this one, out of all the boxes and all the keys, I always think the third box within the key of G slash E minor is good for your hand, because you actually move your hand wrong.
Oh yeah, daddy!
You actually move your hand within just moving through the notes. So what I mean by that is, if you go here, look, so can you see how my hand moved? So you move to then move that little finger. You could be lazy with it, but you still got to move anyway. So get strong using that little finger. You automatically from day one will always try and use those 2 fingers and those 2 fingers alone. Don't get me wrong, like I said before, once you get that little finger strong, you do sometimes go into false habits and start using that one, but try so hard from day one to use your little finger as much as possible. So you don't use it on the bottom, but see here. So just those bottom 3 strings in the pattern 3 is really good for your hand. So if you just spend 10 to 20 minutes a day just doing that, so you're using your little finger, but you're also adjusting your hand like a micro. You're just adjusting your hand. You don't keep your hand still all the time, you see. You think to yourself, oh, my hand has to be rigid. No, be fluid. The quicker you get, the more fluid you get with it. Be like water, my friend. It's when you start using your little finger, that's when you question maybe what level you're at. So it's a good exercise to use. Box 3. Work on box 3 a lot. So now I'll just show you a little lick that can bleed the 3 boxes we've done up to now all into one. So let's do that lick where we bleed all 3 boxes together. You're going to start on the B. So you're going to do that first bottom 3 like I mentioned. I want you to understand the bottom 3 strings are really important. Get that hand mechanic nailed from day one. So once you're doing the, you're then going to slide down to the A, and then now you're in. So basically you've gone down to the first box slash second box, because then we're going to remain in this second box by going here, look, with our little finger. Again, it's all little finger exercises. I'm sorry, but you have to do it. So get that bit now first, then the second bit. Together. So remember, there's open notes in the first box. That's when it bleeds into the second shape. And we go. So we're at the very far end of our progression, i.e. we've started on the B note, which is the very last note we're up to in our cycle, and we're ending on the very first note we began this journey on, which is the E for the E minor. So have fun with that. So that's it. It's a very short one today because I want you to get the stress amount using your little finger as much as possible. Just those bottom 3 notes. It will help you so much because, like I say, you're moving your hand, you're adjusting your hand, and you're using that little finger. And like I say, because you're adjusting your hand a lot, so you're going between them 3 boxes. So have fun with it. It's a very short one today. So as always, stay foolish and rock and roll.